Welcome back to the Buggsly series. We're on part 3. Buggsly beat up 2 people in the last episode and went to bed and woke up, and now we're here. This was like the 3rd time slave hunters had assumed Buggsly was a slave. This is kinda sad at this point. After slaving away at the mines again for another 10 hours, the time had started to go by quite fast. So fast that you could say watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. After mining for a while, Buggsly decided to go beat up another homeless man. But being the genius Buggsly is, he forgot he was missing an arm, and you can't fight without 2 arms in this game, so basically, kind of a big deal. Buggsly got really lucky, and the local bandits had decided to beat up a Garu, so free food, free money, everyone's happy. After taking his profits and leaving, he went on a very long running episode, basically. This is basically how every chase scene has gone in this series so far. All of that goofy and funny editing aside, Buggsly had made it to a town, talked to a local armor dealer, sold basically everything in his inventory, bought some fresh new slacks because they gave more protection, sold his shirt because he was quite poor, as shown here. He saw a hiver across from the bar and he decided it would be best to recruit this said hiver. Buggsly and his new friend walked out of the city feeling accomplished. Buggsly talked about how he got kicked out of his hive, and his new friend talked about how he used to be a slave, that's why his farming stats are so good. While Buggsly went to get a drink of water, his friend died. You stupid Buggsly. He mourned over his friend Ben, who died very shortly after being recruited. A moment of silence for our dear friend. While Buggsly slept, he dreamt about the most exquisite delicacy in the world, cheese. I guess you could say sometimes he dreams about cheese. Because both of his arms were messed up and one of them missing, he tried to attack the guards in order to get arrested and healed. But that didn't go very well. He did the next best thing, which was steal something right off the counter in front of the barkeep, and got beat up and put in jail. Buggsly got sold into slavery, got beat up the second he walked out of his cage. It was now almost day 5. This was a really big day for Buggsly. Despite being sold into slavery, he still somehow managed to put a smile on his face. The rest of the guards had walked off, and this one guard threw Buggsly in the cage. Since Buggsly's arm was kinda injured, and that was his only arm, he kinda just flailed around and ran around for a little bit. Not really much went on for the next few days, so I'm just gonna skip ahead. On the same day, Buggsly tried to escape and got beat up. Got told to shut up and to go back to his slave quarter. Ran around for the rest of the day because his arms didn't work. He really started to miss his freedom, so he came up with an escape plan. While in that cell, Buggsly came up with an amazing idea. He decided that he was going to keep running around and flailing around while his arms were broken to build up athleticism stats, and maybe, just maybe, get away while the guards are busy. It was now day 7, and Buggsly had gotten beaten up so he could go to sleep, because the guards wouldn't let him sleep, in hopes of fixing his arms quicker.
Fetch me their soul!
A little bit later on day 8, Buggsly started learning how to lockpick and got quite good at it. Not good enough to lockpick his own cage though. On day 9, when Buggsly had rested up a little bit, he decided it was time to get out of here. He got beat up in the process, but he had managed to get his shackles off after his master had beaten him up and ran away. So Buggsly bolted out of there faster than a lion trying to get a slab of meat. He decided to set up camp and rest for a little bit. It was now day 10, and look at our boy's stats, dude, he is stacked. Well, at least for the day we're at. A group of bandits that tried attacking Buggsly got attacked by some nomads that saw the commotion. Buggsly took the weapon off one of the knocked homeless people and beat the other two to death with it, basically. And by beat to death, I mean he got knocked out by the second homeless guy and was almost left for dead because he was really low health. I'm not gonna lie to you, Buggsly did die a few times at the start, and he did almost die, but there was a bug where he got glitched in the bed, so I basically just brought him back to the bed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. The recording took about 5 hours and the editing about another 5 or 6, so please like and subscribe, because as fun as these are, they're very mentally draining to make, so I hope you enjoyed.